It's time to beat Extreme Measures 4 without attacking. Just like my last Pacifist challenge, the rules are simple. Zagreus is not allowed to deal any damage. So we start off by choosing Curse of Vengeance from Ares, which allows us to strategically take damage, calling down the powerful Sword of Damocles to destroy our enemies. I hit a roadblock early on in the run with these armored thugs. I didn't have enough HP to damage tank all of them. Luckily, there was a trap in the room, so I was able to lure them to their own demise, and was rewarded with a Zeus Boon, putting us on the path to Vengeful Mood way earlier than I expected. Then it was on to my first mini-boss, the Sneak, and while the Sneak isn't particularly dangerous, it is annoying because I can only take damage during the backstab attack. Otherwise, it will just teleport away before the doom hits. But my patience paid off because I was rewarded with Vengeful Mood. Now my revenge boons will proc automatically, and I don't have to rely on taking damage as heavily. Having Vengeful Mood this early was really helpful during the Furious fight. So even though Extreme Measures gives Tisiphone more health and extra attacks from her sisters, we walked in with 83 HP and left with 62. This was a really nice start to the run, but it would only get harder from here. In Asphodel, my mini-boss was the Barge of Death, which can be really scary because of the amount of enemies in such close quarters. Thankfully, I had picked up Holy Shield, the revenge boon from Athena, so I was able to deflect their attacks, and was rewarded with Zeus Call, which is great on its own, but in the very next room, I also picked up Smoldering Air. The gods must have heard that we were going to need all the help we could get in order to defeat the Bone Hydra, Lernie. With Extreme Measures, Lernie's arena is way smaller, and there's lava all over the place. But thanks to the help of Vengeful Mood and Smoldering Air, I made it through without getting too beat up. Then it was on to Elysium, where the mini-boss, Asterius, gave us a peek at what was to come in the Extreme Measures boss fight. That spin attack is deadly. Then, just before the boss fight, I got one more Zeus Boon, and what do you know? It was Splitting Bolt. It took a ton of patience, and even more well-timed dodges, but Theseus's new Golden Chariot was no match for Zagreus's Olympian family members. Styx was kind to me, and I found the Satyr Sack in the second tunnel, and then it was time. Extreme Measures 4 Hades. I'll be honest, I've tried this challenge a handful of times, and each time, this fight is what kills the run. Extreme Measures 4 Hades has all sorts of new attacks, and adds a third phase to the fight. He even does this thing where he regenerates health, but this time, it was different. I had an incredible build, and I was in the zone. I lost a life in the third phase, but luckily I had on Skelly's Tooth, so I had an extra one to spare. I just needed to dodge and keep close when my call was up, and we got him! EM4 Pacifist Challenge complete.